Hello folks. Alright, so I guess this is after I got the shelvings put up. So what I got here are the Milwaukee and the Dewalt angle, I think I call the angle screwdriver adapter, angle driver adapter. And let's see here. Yeah, and it does help a lot. They do have the actual angle screwdriver, call it power tool that you can purchase. But for me, I don't feel like forking out another $150 for something that I'm probably not going to use a whole bunch. These, you will have use for these. As for the Dewalt, again, if you're a Dewalt guy, you're going to buy a Dewalt. If you're a Milwaukee guy, you're going to buy Milwaukee. So let's start with the Milwaukee. It is bulkier. You can see it is wider. Lengthwise, they're about the same. On here. Yeah, lengthwise, they're about the same, but widthwise, the Dewalt is smaller. Of course, I went ahead and got the Dewalt first because Dewalt just has a lot more accessories compared to Milwaukee, and I got the Milwaukee later. They are both magnetic, so we'll start with the Dewalt, Milwaukee. It comes with one bit, and the magnet is pretty strong. You kind of have to play with it a little bit. When I first got it, I pulled and pulled and pulled. It would not come out. I guess after you take it in and out a few times, it I guess loosens up the hole. But I had to use this little, husky, or I use it for my computer, by the way. This is really small and it's nice, and you can use it for. See here, there goes. But yeah, it is a little tough to get out. But this one does work with the smaller and the shorter ones. Let's see here if I can get a Dewalt one out. Let's see, All right. Okay, here's a Dewalt one. Yep, there you go. So if you get into a spot that is like really, really tight, yeah, I definitely recommend. Shoot. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so it has definitely. I thought about putting some grease or spraying some we call that some sort of a lubricant in here, because when I first got this, I had to use the plier to pull the bit out, and it is a little bit easier with the plier, but so yeah, this one is let's see here, a long one. See if I can get a long bit out. Yeah, like I said, I have a whole lot more Dewalt accessories. There it is. And of course, this is easy to get out. There's a lot more to hold on to. And let's see here. And to attach it, you just, depending on your drill. Okay. And like I said, you have to hold on to it, because if you don't, it will do that. And even if you have it onto like a bolt or a screw, it does a lot better if you're holding onto the head or onto the body. Oh, let me put a bit in there. Go. Yeah, and this is the, I think there's Dewalt's Gen 1 impact driver is the one I got here. Yeah, and this is the DF, I think DFC, let me look here. DCF 885. This is the one, that's the stinky one that smells like burning plastic, burning electric when you turn it on. When it's not on, the smell's not there, but as soon as you do that, the whiff of burning electric ozone just comes to your face. And I'm not the only one. There are other I guess guys who are specifically power tools or tools channel that a few of them have reviewed that drill, and they noted, hey, there's there's a stinky, burning electric smell. All right, so the Dewalt, it's smaller. As you can see, it's comes with no bits. It's just the adapter. And let's see here. And of course, there's plenty of other channels on there. Yeah, the problem with the Dewalt is that you cannot use the short bit if it falls in too far. And of course, what the heck. Now, what's weird is on the other video, the guys are like, hey, just get a Phillips head screwdriver and just stick it in the back here. Yeah, both of these are magnetic. Crud. I need something small. See here. I'm going to hold on here. Went and got a toothpick. Okay. Yep, toothpick. I was going to say maybe a toothpick's not strong enough, but I guess it is. So it doesn't work with the short bit because I guess the channel is pretty deep. It comes all the way down here, as opposed to Milwaukee, which see where the black I guess the black face covering is. That's pretty much where as deep as it goes. Yeah, you gotta use a long drill bit, or you can use, see here, or you can use a one of these. But of course, this here sort of defeats the purpose of putting one of these on, because then you can just use the drill. But I guess it's still on here. Yeah, it's still shorter than the drill itself, so I guess you still could do that. And I say, well, what about the atomic? Well, now there are reviews of the, I think it's only a few of them, of the DCF 885 versus the atomic. And of course, DeWalt's atomic line is like their compact or subcompact line. I guess it's their compact line, and it's only slightly shorter than this drill, which again I think is their Gen 1 impact wrench. And yeah, you can get this one for pretty cheap. Off Amazon, eBay. If someone selling a used one, of course, be eBay or Home Depot, Lowe's. And so yeah, you could use this. Comes right out. But using one of these would be the preferable method to using the DeWalt. So the DeWalt, the only drawback is you got to use a longer bit. And so if you got to get into a spot that is really, really tight, you probably gonna have to go with the Milwaukee. But then again, if you're in a spot that's that tight, you're probably screwed to begin with. But I guess if you could hold on to the end here, or hold on, and yeah, I almost forgot to mention the Milwaukee does have these rubber pads on the back. There's a textured one in the front, to where the DeWalt does not, which I guess help you hold on a little bit better. It even comes down towards the bottom here. So if you're in a really, really tight spot, and you gotta stick this into a tight spot somewhere, and you have to hang on to the end here, you at least got some plastic to hang on to where the DeWalt, it's or rubber. Yeah, I guess it's rubber on the back and on the front. To where the DeWalt is just the plastic, the smooth plastic, which could slip. Yeah, because these impact wrench do have some pretty even this Gen 1 one has some pretty tight. I think it has 117. That's what the manual says. Has 117 foot-pounds of torque. So it's not bad. Yeah, they actually stick together. It's like they're kissing. Anyways, so I recommend both of these. I got the DeWalt first, and I saw the Milwaukee. It's like, hey, Milwaukee makes one of these. Shoot, let me grab it. And both of these, depending on the store you buy them at, is about $20 to $25. So it's well within range of the Home Dude or the home DIY guy who's putting up, you can be putting up cabinets, buying stuff at IKEA. And yes, I put together a cabinet from IKEA, and I swear that thing had about 33-inch or 2.5-inch, 3-inch screws that I had to put in, and doing that by hand was no fun. Yeah, this was years ago. I had to do it by hand with a screwdriver, and it was no fun. After the 10th or 15, I was like, oh shoot, man, I still got 30 more to go. Every time you get to the instruction, it says put in 3-inch screws. Like, shit, man. What is that? Oh shit. I'll probably put the soundbite in there. The all shit soundbite. Let's see. Yeah, no, I guess I do have one. I guess Milwaukee. It attaches to the back. I guess I'll go real quick. I really don't like it because it doesn't snap and close. So when you go pick it up, it does this, and this part here is a wire stripper, and it is sharp. I've actually gotten my hand in there. It won't cut you, but it is kind of jagged. So if you grab it really hard and not pay attention, you could get cut. That's the only drawback. These are the short, and of course all of these do fit into the Milwaukee adapter, our angle driver adapter, and these are all short ones. Whoops, yeah, and it will, yeah, there's a spring here, so it will slam down. So the spring kind of holds it down, but not really. And yeah, the bit goes on to here. Let me see if I can take it off. See, oh boy, they're stuck on pretty tight, wigglers. See here. There we go. Yeah, that magnet's really strong. There you go. So if you're a Milwaukee fan, you prefer Milwaukee, then yeah. And of course there are some more expensive one, like $20 more than this. This was like $8. I was like, oh, $8, shoot, let me get it. And then you got like the full, if you want to get like the full set Milwaukee bit, yeah, those will run you about $25-$30, which I already got plenty of Dewalt bits. So whoops, okay, yeah, I forgot the sleeve. And this one is a little hard. It is magnetic, but it is also a pain in the ass to pull out. And yeah, you have to kind of, there we go. And you kind of have to play with it, jiggle it, pull to get it out. If you have a wrench, or not a wrench, this is a plier. It's not. This is a plier. So if you got a plier to grab and pull it out. This one's the same. I thought about sticking some grease in there, maybe some lubricant, because I've actually stuck the bit in and pulled it out, stuck it in. It's not the. I don't think it's not the magnet. It'll hurt my hand. There you go. Much easier if you use the plier. But yeah, it comes with, and yeah, this one comes with one bit installed on it, and then you got like the 10 extra bits. There we go. And again, it's not the magnet. It's just the I guess the slot that it goes in. It's just a little bit tight. There we go. Yeah, and so you have to kind of do it a few times. I've done it like 10 times, in and out, just to loosen it up, and it's still, shit. Yes, okay, yeah, and of course it has this, it also has like I guess a gauge on there, kind of tell you how deep the, I didn't bring any screws, but yeah, but this here is, you can slide it up to, as a sleeve to guide the screw, so if the screw doesn't wiggle off to the side, stuff like that, which is nice. Well, that's it. I actually recommend, put this back in. I actually recommend both of these. They're not expensive, about 20 bucks or so each. So it's not going to break you. And and it does come in handy. So you don't have to. I mean, if you want to, you can go out and spend another 150, 170 bucks on a actual angle driver. Um, but this would do for me. Doing things like installing shelvings, installing or putting together bookcases or drawers. IKEA products come to mind. The reason why they're cheap is you have to, assemble it yourself, and the material, the boards, the particle boards are cheap. But now this particular table is a German table, made in Germany. This thing is like 200 freaking pounds. It's all wood and metal, you can slide it around, but I got short arms, so trying to lift this table by myself ain't happening. I have to flip it to the side, put some sliders, and take the legs off, and then slide it around to to move it to a different room. The legs do come off. If you order a coffee table, a dining room table, the legs don't come off, you're probably getting gypped. Well, that's it. Stay safe. Don't get sick. Don't go into any of the riot zones. Stay home. Take care of your honeydews. Most of us DIY at home guys are going to be the target audience are the home dudes who are putting together shelvings, bookcases, and drawers and stuff like that you buy from Walmart, IKEA, things like that. And of course, the pros will probably buy it too. I mean, it's $20. All right, well, that's it. Thank you, and have a good one, folks. Well, today I am installing some shelving. And anytime you move into a new home, eventually you're going to be installing some new shelvings, or you're going to be taking down the old shelvings that the old owner put up. So the problem with this is because small space right here. Screwdriver will not fit. And the camera, I'll show you. See, screwdriver will not fit in there. As you can see, it is doable at an angle, but a screwdriver will not fit. You can, if you want to hurt your hand or bust your knuckle, you can get one of those small stubby screwdrivers, and it will fit the top, but it will not fit the bottom. Because I do have one of those. Or if you have one of these adjustable screwdrivers, the more modern ones, this won't fit either, but it is doable. This one even extends out. Fully extended, it's still try to get an angle in there, and like I say, it is doable because I was able to get this in there the other day. Busted my knuckle a few times. Let me retract that down. So what I got, hold on, let me pause the video. I got this thing, which is the Milwaukee brand. Let's call that screwdriver or impact driver angle screwdriver adapter, and for about 20 to 25 bucks is within the range of pretty much any home DIY person. As you can see, it goes in, fits no problem, fits here no problem, and of course the bottom screw I had no problem getting that in straight. These were kind of went in sideways a little bit, so I'm going to pull them out and then put them back in straight, because I had to, like I said, put the screwdriver at a slight angle, and then I'll put the shelving on top and screw these screws in. It's okay if you're putting up one shelf and you got like this one has 9 screws, and by the 9th one your hand's going to be aching, your knuckles going to be busted, going to be cursing. you're not going to be feeling good. The problem is if you got a whole wall to do, you know, you're looking at about 28. So you've got a top shelf, middle shelf, and a bottom shelf, and you got the other side to do. So you know, I'm looking at you know, 40, say 40, about 56 screws to screw in, and if you add these screws on top to you know, to hold in the shelving, then you know, that's another 3. So you're looking at say 56, 112 screws, and you want to do that by hand. Of course, if you have a screwdriver, it is handy. The problem is these particular ones. Now I got these because the shelving is extra long, and these of course has the extra bar here for stability and strength. So let's pause it here. So let's take this out. Yes, and you do have to hold on to this, because I went on YouTube and watched videos of guys promoting these on their DIY channels. Mine's not a DIY channel, but they never show this. You have to hold on. You have to hold on to the bit, or else it will do that. And if you hold on to it, a lot more stable. Yes, you can stick it on to the screw or onto the bolt. This will. But if you apply pressure, I don't want to strip this. Alright. Okay, that's one. I'm up on a ladder, by the way. Okay. This one's a little bit difficult. Do not want to strip it. There we go. Yeah, you don't have to go full power on your drill. Alright, so now I'm going to angle it straight. And if you have a helper, there we go. Let's put the other one back in. Of course, with screws. These I use. Let me go grab them. These are 75. You kind of have to push a little bit tight. Go. I think this one is tight enough, but I'm going to give it one more. Whoop. There we go. Now they're in straight instead of me with the screwdriver to the side. Gotta be careful, don't knock things off the ladder, knock myself off the ladder. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm using the drywall anchors. These, see here, and yeah, these, they have 50 pounds and they have 75 pounds. I got the 75, you know, go big or go home. And these work really, really nice. There's I prefer the other one. I didn't bring it in the garage, where it's not a screw, it's actually like a, once it goes inside the other side of the drywall, it actually pops out, and when you screw it in, it pops out. And that one is a whole lot better, because this one, it's 75 pounds, but with any manufacturer's rating, just take whatever they rate and divide it by half. So this is more like 35, 40 pounds as opposed to 75. But if you got 3 of them on there, but if you got 3 screws on here, you're looking at 40, 80, 120. So unless you're going to be putting, you know, weights up here, which I wouldn't recommend doing, yeah, that's pretty sturdy. I'm yanking on it here, and it's it ain't coming off. And all right, so let me finish off the rest. Put the shelving on top, and I'll be back for these 3 screws here, because these are impossible to put in with regular screwdriver. And again, like I said, you want to bust your knuckles, yeah, you can get one of those stubby screwdrivers, and you really can't get any unless you got like really strong fingers. Those won't help. All right, be back. So I got this one in, because the battery ran out of, because the camera ran out of battery. I had to go charge it up, and while I was waiting for the charge up, went ahead and put this one in and this one in. Left the one at the back here, way at the back. Let's see here. All right. What? Do not squeeze too hard. Alright, there it goes. Hopefully I didn't strip it. Let's see here. Nope, did not strip. Luckily. And yeah, that is in nice and tight. So that's in tight, So, yep, so of course, for the lower, if you're installing shelvings, the top one you definitely want to screw them in. For the lower one, which is a couple of feet off the ground, you don't have to worry about that. But still, I would still recommend at least putting 1 screw into them so that the shelving doesn't come off and smash you in the feet. This one up here, this high, will smash you in the head, along with all the stuff on it. So yeah, it's on, and using the right tool, using the power tool as opposed to my hand going, using one of these. And of course, these have been around forever, and they do have their place. In the old days, when I installed shelvings, yeah, it was this. It was forearm muscle all the way. Screwing in the screws. Of course, I had a old Ryobi drill that I've since lost the charger for. Use that to drill the holes in the wall. Of course, Ryobis are cheaper than Dewalt's and the name brand, like Milwaukee and stuff like that. But they work. The problem is the batteries on Ryobis tend to go bad. But luckily, mine, other than losing the charge, I'm pretty sure if I buy another charger off of Amazon, which I probably will. So yeah, there it is. That ain't coming off. I already got the other side in. I got the center in. I just left this 1 screw here to because here's this. Yes, you can get it in there, but and it will work. But if you got a power tool, there's the other side. So if you got a power tool, it makes it a whole lot easier. It took me like 3 seconds to get it in. Once I got it going. Now, of course, the old school, this one is even worse than the adjustable screwdriver. Yeah, this one's even worse. Let's see here. Yeah, most homes these days have these adjustable screwdrivers because they're not very expensive. You're talking $10 for and it comes with all the extra bits for like $10. 15. I wouldn't pay more than $20, and the one that's $20, of course, they'll come with more bits and stuff. But the $10 to $15 ones will come with less bits, but you don't need a whole lot, but a few Phillips and a few flatheads. I don't think you're going to have much use for stars or hex heads. All right, well, that's it. Got more shelvings to do, so I'll go ahead and cut the video, and that way I have to worry about filming at the same time, trying to get things done. And I feel pretty secure with putting. I wouldn't put too heavy stuff at the very top shelf. The center and the bottom shelf is where you usually put your heavy items. I don't know, a motorcycle helmet. I guess you don't want your motorcycle helmet falling from 7 feet.
Low power.
Oh, low power again, so I'll go and cut it. And thanks you guys.